Top 5 business biography books that everybody should read, meaning the top 5 case studies. Let me first tell you why I am a big believer in reading business success stories. You see, when I started my business, nobody comes from an entrepreneur background. My father was not an entrepreneur. Nobody has ever done any business. So when I was starting, obviously I was nervous, I was scared. I needed to learn a lot of things. And I got exposed to self-development industry. And what did I do? I started reading businessmen's story. I started reading books which are talking about how businesses like multi-billion dollar businesses are made. I was like, wow, this is fascinating. And I learned something very crucial, that if you really want to become successful, you need to think big. If you want to think big, you need to hang around with people who think big. And now, when I say hang around people, how about you hang around with people who have billions of dollars? How can you hang around with them? Through their case studies, through their books. When you study their business, when you understand how the business are made from the bottom, step by step by step, and from scratch, and understand the philosophies and principles, guess what happens? You start living with those principles. And before you realize, you already have become a great entrepreneur in your mind through the principles and the values. Then, of course, you have to take the action and the result will show up. So I studied a lot of business books and a lot of case studies. And for you, today, I'm going to share my top 5 books in terms of business case study. So let's start with number 1. This number 1 comes from an Indian billionaire entrepreneur. His name is Harsh Mariwala. And he has written a book called Harsh Realities. What I love about Harsh Reality is he has shown the entire path of how he went from taking the family-owned business to making it a multi-billion dollar multinational company. So if you don't know about Harsh, he owns a company called Marico. Marico, okay, you don't know what Marico is? What about coconut hair oil? Yes, that is Marico's original product, which Harsh actually took from the family business to here. So let me give you a brief about Marico's little bit history, so you will really be interested and fascinated about this. If you're from family business, you must read this book, because Harsh comes from generations of entrepreneurs, right? Probably his forefathers, 2 generations, were already an entrepreneur. And what they were doing, they're supplying the big oil, big oil tins, and they were supplying it in a wholesale. He came in the industry and he took his father's business and he commoditized that. So he took the big barrels and big tins of oil, coconut oil, and he made a packets and small plastic bottles. First steel bottles, not steel, I think iron bottles, aluminum bottles. I forgot about the material, but he started having those metal packaging and then plastic. So he did a lot of disruption in the market. And at that time, when Marico was trying to build the base, there were a lot of other competitors which were eating away the pie, like Unilever was there and Procter & Gamble was there. How did Marico, the Indian unicorn, can fight against those big international giants? He has shared the entire story and taken the business to the next level. So my mind was just blown, how he hired people, how he moved away from family business, how he structured the business, how he was, whole family was against him. Everybody was against him, that this package is not going to work. How his conviction led to a great success of Marico. And he has now acquired a lot of companies like Setvet and a lot of styling products. He has so many variety of products that he has in food business as well. Sapola is one of Marico's brand. So that's number 1 book. Number 2, Pour Heart Into It. This is the book which is about Starbucks. How did Starbucks become so popular? You think Starbucks is the first coffee company? No. But how has the Starbucks become so popular? You see, Howard Schultz, he got an idea when he was traveling to Europe, and especially Italy and other parts of the world. And the aroma he saw there, the taste and the entire environment, it was really, really fascinating for him. So he came back to India and he started to build his own business, to start a coffee shop. You see, coffee shop for many, but he said, I'm going to create a third place where people can come, live, enjoy, work, whatever they can. The third home away from home and office, a third place where the people can come, collaborate, learn and grow. So this is the vision that he had. And what I love about his vision is he actually started giving shares to his team members and employees, which is very unique in all the company. You see, this is what I love about these case studies, that there's something best into what they did. I take those best and I implement that in my own way, in my own business. So you're going to go and go and read that book. You will love that book. That's number 2. Number 3, Shoe Dog. Shoe Dog is a book talking about Nike story, right? Nike, if you don't know, it entered into the market when Adidas was really, really playing well. And when Adidas was growing, Nike as a newcomer, how did Nike dominate in the marketplace? One strategy they used is they used a strategy where they gave away Nike shoes to a lot of people and they got some celebrity endorsements. Through those celebrities, they just grew very fast, like people in Olympics. And this changed the whole game. And when Nike started signing up some big, NBA players, it just skyrocketed. So, I mean, you will love it. You'll love it. It was actually a Blue Ribbons, if I'm not mistaken, the original company, the name of the company. Go ahead and read the book and you will love the book. Okay. Number 4, Cant Hurt Me. This is a book written by David Goggins, and he has shared his own journey, his own experiences. Now, this is not necessarily a business book. I will consider this as a mindset book. But the reason why I recommend this book is because to run a business, you need to have a great mindset. To have a great mindset, you need to have some great context. So how David Goggins went from being a fat, obese, not motivated person to becoming one of those toughest people in India, and how did he build his base as an influencer, as a leader from his thought process, that is something that you will really love. Last but not the least, which is also my favorite, is the book called Alibaba. Now, this Alibaba book is about the founder, Jack Ma, how he struggled his way to becoming a multi-billionaire in China. Like, just to give you some history, when Jack Ma had a vision to start this Alibaba company, he brought 20 plus people into one small apartment and he showed the vision of the future, that why is it that Silicon Valley is producing the IT and tech giant? Why can't we do that in China? And everybody was sold on that dream. And today we know what happened to Alibaba. Jack Ma, before launching Alibaba, he failed in multiple businesses, right? He started the internet business, he started website building business, so many businesses he failed in. And then finally he got one champion unicorn. This book again will change your context and expand your context, and you will love the best elements from each and every book and use that in your business, into your life. So these are my top 5 favorite. Let me know in the comment box which are your favorite books on business case studies and business stories. I look forward to learning from you as well. I'm sure I would have read most of those books, but I'm still looking forward to reading some really, really interesting books in terms of business, in terms of biographies. So this is Dave Gadhvi. Check out my other playlist of top 5 as well. If you really love this video, you'll love other videos as well in terms of top 5 marketing books, top 5 sales books. What are the other books that you can learn and grow? So this is Dave Gadhvi. I will see you in the next video. Take care and God bless you.